all. It's all about the Rangers, the world's most successful football team. 54 titles. Counting. Tonight it's a challenge match between Rangers and Newcastle United. It's the first game on the hallowed turf of Ibrox for 7 of the 8 summer signings. Tonight Rangers line up Bilel in goal. A back four of Richard Foster, Lee McCulloch, Bilel MOHSNI and Lee Wallace. Midfield of Arnold Peralta, Ian Black, Lewis McLeod and Nicky Law. The strike force is John Daly and Nicky Clark. We will have a 1 minute silence before this match this evening. Davy White and former player Colin Cadder. The condolences to the families of all the Rangers fans. On the bench tonight for Rangers, it's Scott Gallagher, Andy Little, Andy Murdoch, Robbie Crawford, Fraser Ayer, Cal McCausland, Barry Mackay, Chris Hegarty, Luca Gasparotto, Sebastian Ford and Andy Mitchell. A complete alternative 11 if called upon. Well, Newcastle ahead of the big kick-off in the Premiership south of the border. Of Tim Krul goal, a back four of Matteo Debussy, Stephen Taylor, Fabrizio Pellicini and David Sanson. Holding ahead of them is Chick Tiote and Johan Gabay. Midfield three of Musa Sissoko, Hatim Ben Afra and Jonas Gutierrez. Johan Gabay, as we say, sitting with Tiote. The one striker is Papis Cisse. On the bench for the Toon Army is goalkeeper Rob Elliott, Merlin Anita, Johan Gufran, Mapu Yangam Diwa, Dan Gosling, Sylvian Marvaux, the brothers Shola and Shani Aliomi, and Paul Dummett. Tonight's referee, resplendent in his debut shirt, Stephen McLean. Good crowd inside Ibrox, a sense of anticipation ahead of the league kick-off on Saturday when Brecon come calling. Tonight, it's all about the Rangers with Newcastle in town. Thanks for joining us on Rangers TV. Ben Arfa just gets an early calling card. Rangers in their traditional blue shirts, white socks and the old red and black socks. Resplendent and looking great for the campaign ahead as John Daly makes his presence felt. Well, the big striker covering the arc so quickly, putting pressure on Tim Krul. Rangers starting as if they mean business. Is Ian Black? Richard Foster. It's going astray from Peralta. Picked up by Cabaye. And the move is the wide area there. Gutierrez dancing into the danger area. And a wonderful recovery tackle from Arnold Peralta. Clipped as he charges out the box. Oh my goodness, the Rangers fans tonight in sensational voice. Well, he may have given it away cheaply in the first instance, but the Honduran Gattuso recovers in some style. Daly with the flick, chased by Nicky Clark. Doesn't give up on it, and again, Krul has to look lively. And Foster with the throw. Daly and Clark combining. It's thumped away by Stephen Taylor. Ian Black just impeded by Papis Cisse. In fact, it was Sissoko with the infringement. Sissoko, 24 in 10 days' time. Made his first cap for France versus the Faroes in 2010. Now here's Ian Black. A good crowd too, travelling from the northeast corner of England as Daly goes round the back door. Can Black find him? And it was well delivered, but again backtracking to good effect with Sissoko. Wallace. Made his Rangers debut against Malmo, July 2011. Seems such a long time ago now. Wallace again, fine take. Away from Ben Arfa, tries to dance into the danger area, runs into traffic, and Kabaye with a challenge. Sees it break into the path there of Toyota. Fine defending from MOHSNI, and read the situation well. A very telling touch, and works it back to Cammy Bell. Rangers passing it from back to front. Toyota immediately closing down Ian Black. Newcastle posting intent that they won't be played through by the looks of things. Good work by Clark to win the header. Rangers zipping the ball about at the moment, it's encouraging. Colaccini steps in to take control of matters for the visitors. Ben Arfa skips away from Lewis McLeod. Fine forward run there, gives him an out ball. Again, well defended by Rangers. The clever pass. MOHSNI releasing Wallace. Slides it in again. Nicky Clark takes a touch. Down in the box. Penalty there were. It was all about the early delivery from Lee Wallace. And Nicky Clark's first touch was quite exquisite. Down he goes, the meat in the sandwich. And referee McLean points to the spot. 5 minutes in, and Rangers have a penalty. Going to be the skipper. Lee McCulloch just dragged the ball off, and it's been a bit of surface water on Ibrox today. An early test for Tim Krul, who missed the last 3 months of last season with a shoulder injury. It's McCulloch in search of the opener. Here's McCulloch. Whoa! Rangers get their nose in front. With only 5 minutes on the clock. A comfortable and composed finish from super skipper McCulloch. 1-0 Rangers. McCulloch converting the spot kick, and he does it in some style. Just passes the ball home. However, it was all about the build-up for the penalty. Precision, pace and incision from Rangers. And Nicky Clark going in where it hurts, down in the box, No doubt about it. Clear penalty kick. And converted by McCulloch. It's Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0.
Again, Nicky Clark. Law's gone ahead of him. Can he find him? It's a second chance to deliver. Rangers are rampant at the moment, and Newcastle are on the ropes. There's no doubt that when Rangers have everyone available for selection, there will be a different proposition as Newcastle get the green light to continue. It looks certainly dangerous to challenge Toyota on Black, but no infringement, says the referee McLean. Here's Ben Arfa now. Nicky Law jostles for position. Held up by Ben Arfa. Works it back there to Toyota again. Now moving forward with purpose. David Santon. He's quick-footed as well. Big switch of play introduces Debussy. Pushing on from the full-back area. Again, Wallace stays goal side. Back in turn for Ben Arfa. Patience from Newcastle. Kubai slides at the channels for Sissoko. Now making a forward advance is Gutierrez. Whips in the delivery, and again, Bilel and MOHSNI well defending. And the curler from Ben Arfa, well off target. That was a teasing delivery. Gutierrez just popping it into the danger area. And MOHSNI times it well. Not the most convincing of headers, but does enough to knock it away from the goal area. And Ben Arfa in the follow-up can't work Cammy Bell. A real bright start from Rangers. Taylor can't get anything on it. It's cleared by Debussy. Up to Cisse. Played long by Kubai, again looking for the forcing run of Gutierrez. Backtracking is Peralta. And Foster completes the clearance. Newcastle try and build it from the back, but again, Rangers putting early pressure on the ball. Again, to try to pull the strings as a bit of rain comes down over Ibrox. His purpose in Rangers' work tonight is sharp, forceful, determined. And Lewis McLeod slightly short with that one. Sissoko the target. Lee McCulloch does enough to stop him, but he still works into the box for a fine take from Ian Black, who started this match particularly well, as is this man in his first appearance at Ibrox. Peralta exchanging passes and allows Nicky Law to take over. Foster's made a good supporting run. Black for Black. Big switch might be on. He elects to pop it in the box, and it's too close to Tim Krul. Quickly bowled out to Hatim Ben Arfa. Kubai. And across to the skipper Colaccini. Santon's gone long, linking with Gutierrez down that left-hand side. Could be a problem for Rangers. Gutierrez again, it takes a big deflection. And Newcastle force the corner. There's pace and presence down that left-hand side for Newcastle. Kubai will take the set play. He takes all the set plays for Newcastle. 23 caps for France. There must definitely be a French quarter in and around the Gallowgate area of Newcastle, I suggest. However, Rangers pull everyone back into this 18-yard box to defend Cabaye's corner. Long, deep searching delivery. Third goalwards and palmed away by Cammy Bell. It was a stinging effort from Debussy. One from the training ground. And Cammy Bell, well positioned. Shades of Alan McGregor with that style of save. Foster puts his head in where it hurts. Gets clipped for his troubles. And Richard Foster may just be using some experience to stay down there after a flailing boot from Cabaye. He catches the Rangers fullback. A big save from Cammy Bell. It was a rasping effort from Mathieu Debussy. Through traffic, Bell must have seen it particularly late, and he just fists it away as Newcastle look to get back on terms. Shape about Rangers this evening. 4-4-2, and certainly plenty of movement. Not the most physical or tallest of midfields, but very competitive. Hunting in packs when they don't have the ball. Taylor to look lively under pressure from Nicky Law. MOHSNI from McLeod. Lay off from Clark. Arriving at pace. Peralta! It's a decent delivery. Cleared only as far as McLeod. It wouldn't sit for Lewis McLeod to get his shot away. And the block from Taylor was timely. Now Arnold Peralta definitely brings a different dimension down that right-hand side. It's an area that Rangers have been looking to strengthen. Someone naturally right-sided with pace that gets up and down the tram lines, can defend and can deliver as well. It looks as if we may just have found the man. He's had to come a long way to do so, though. He's got one to chase just now. He may be willing, he may be fairly quick. He wouldn't have caught that one. It shows you the confidence in the Rangers ranks just now. That Ian Black was willing to try that fizzer of a pass in behind the advancing fullback. Stephen Taylor. Sissoko. Gutierrez, comfortable take on the chest. No flag there as the early delivery from Sissoko. Trying to get beyond the Rangers' back four. And they do force the corner. It's Cabaye again with the electric blue boots. Let's see if they try something similar. It's a variation from the training ground. Cabaye delivers. No regulation corner this time, but Rangers defending in numbers. Taylor pops it back in. Nodded away by MOHSNI. Cleared by Wallace, but only as far as Debussy. He's looking for the skipper, Colaccini, who stayed long. Again, Rangers very determined defending. Arnold Peralta, he did it all right and unluckily standing on the ball, but he'd already successfully taken all the pressure off the back four as Newcastle get the decision against Nicky Clark. 16 minutes under our belt. The deadlock broken 11 minutes ago. Lee McCullough from the penalty spot. There's Gutierrez again. The cut back for Sissoko. Again, Wallace tucking in there behind the centre back, Bilel MOHSNI. And just smuggle it clear. This is a real test for both sides. Newcastle stung into action since going behind, and Rangers defending as if this was a European tie. Wonderful skills from Lee Wallace. Passing move from Rangers. Very late challenge. Debussy on Lewis McLeod. Spotted by referee McLean. Referee Stephen McLean's brother Brian, a former Rangers player, moved on from Dundee United to Ross County in the summer. McCulloch with a searching delivery. Daly the target, he's taking a good touch. No one square of him, and Debussy tidies things up for Newcastle. He's back in possession again. There's Taylor, who pretty much missed all last season with a knee injury for Debussy. Shut down by Nicky Law. Unorthodox, but it tells you that Rangers making life particularly uncomfortable for Newcastle at the moment. Fabrizio Colacini. Taylor. Tuote. Robbed by McLeod. Nicky Clark just loses concentration momentarily. Big night for the former Queen of the South youngster. So influential in winning the penalty. Ian Black getting involved. Peralta picks it up for Rangers. Clark takes it in the chest, does well to spin it in for Daly. Good defending, backtracking there was Cheek Toyota. Ben Arthur to break. Chance to drive at Wallace. Suzuka goes in the angled run. McCulloch does enough to flicker away. Arriving late as he pulls the trigger. Peralta again with a wonderful challenge. Gutierrez about to pull the trigger. And Arnold Peralta back defending as if this indeed was a Scottish Cup final. Well, it wouldn't be against Newcastle, but you get the drift. Wonderful challenge. The ball's hammered home anyway, but the whistle had long stopped play for the follow through on Peralta. It's still Rangers 1, Newcastle United now. Daly looking for a free kick. Doesn't go his way. And the offside flag goes against Cisse. Mr. Wonga himself. Allegedly likes a night out in the casino, though. Quite bizarre. McCulloch pops in the free kick. Daly the target. Does well to knock it round the corner. Wallace brings it down, but just shows too much of it there through Cabaye, who backtracks. The Newcastle manager, Alan Pardew, anxiously making some notes there, perhaps about the lack of urgency in his side, but that's more about the way Rangers have gone about their business in this first 20 minutes than perhaps Newcastle have. The Gutierrez is a handful, hugging that touchline. Foot race between he and Foster. Foster sticks to the task, doubling up as Ian Black. Gutierrez does well, works it back to the supporting fullback in a spinning effort. And Cabaye, well, Santon just stood off matters. Laid back by Gutierrez, the early ball inside for Johan Cabaye, and he just drifts it wide of the target as Newcastle in search of the equaliser. Fair to say, around 30,000 in the ground tonight are getting their money's worth. Daly winning everything in the air. Taylor unhappy with the attentions paid to him by Nicky Clark. Colacini again, 31-year-old. One in the air again by MOHSNI, not one but twice. Nicky Clark anticipates well, backtracking to good effect though is Toyota. Now Santon, David Santon for Cabaye. Debussy coming forward with purpose. Early delivery into the danger area again. MOHSNI policing Cisse with real distinction. We're halfway through the first period. The game being played at a furious pace. As Nicky Law does so well against Ben Arfa. Wonderful footwork again, Nicky Law. Now has he got a pass? Now, rather than give it away, don't play the percentage ball. Keep it, you're a goal to the good. John Daly, a real focal point for Rangers' attack today. Debussy, £5.5 million from Olio. Just last January. And Ian Black steps in, clipped by Ben Arfa. Ian Black made his Scotland debut a year ago this month against Australia. And surely it can't be too long before this man is back in Scotland international duty. Lee Wallace, the charging Rhino, the finest left back in Scotland by a distance. Called into action again as he chases a long delivery from McCulloch. It's headed away to Debussy. Dragged down by McLeod. Early delivery MOHSNI, picked up Black. Wallace on the charge again, just the first touch is too heavy. Allows Newcastle to pick it up deep inside their own 18-yard box. Taylor. Debussy again. Gutierrez the target. And he does so well to hold off Peralta this time, chased by Cisse. McCulloch can't get a touch, and Bell does so well as Bilel MOHSNI gets acquainted with the advertising hoardings. Well, I'm not quite sure if MOHSNI knows where Larkhall is, but he probably does now. By all accounts, the Larkhall ice cream vans have some interesting jingles. 1-0 Rangers. Newcastle in search of the equaliser. Ben Arfa again. MOHSNI defending, absolutely strolling through the game this evening. Waugh starting to engineer all the moves from Rangers from central midfield. MOHSNI is off Nabugera. Wallace down. Triple somersault and pike. Undoubtedly Debussy deciding that Lee Wallace, as he hit the accelerator, was a danger to Tim Krul. Under different circumstance, Debussy may well have been witnessing a card, a very similar colour to referee McLean's jersey. Off with a caution, and Rangers have the free kick. Black assessing the options. McCulloch's gone long. Clark was in there as well. Daly causing havoc. Lee McCulloch can't get it down. Lewis McLeod can. And again, the free kick just goes against Lee McCulloch, I think, as he rolled the last defender. Stephen Taylor just checking with referee McLean. Let me tell you, Stephen McLean is around 6 foot tall, and he was head and shoulders below Stephen Taylor. As you would imagine, Newcastle, tall, physical, athletic side. Here comes Sissoko. Support again from Gutierrez. And again, Peralta tighter than two coats of paint. Cabaye. Moved on by Tiote. Gutierrez again. Santon continues down the flank. Popped into the danger area, meat and drink to MOHSNI, only as far as Cabaye. Shooting chance again, back off the head of Black. Sissoko pushes it behind for a Rangers goal kick. But again, Rangers defending in unison and in numbers. 7th of August 2010. 3 years ago, come tomorrow, Newcastle were here and Rangers won 2-1 that day. Goals from Miller and Naismith. A certain Peter Lovenkrands was on target for the Toon Army. Wallace. Oh, spinning there, but his touch was Velcro-esque. MOHSNI. It's like highlighter pens he's got at his feet. And he passed that one as if it was indeed. Perhaps just too casual on that occasion. Kubai with a long early delivery. Foster just does enough to flick it away, but Gutierrez first to show. Support from David Santon. Peralta again, he really is a tiger. Santon back for Kubai. Newcastle keeping the ball well all across the width of Ibrox. Kubai again, but look how Rangers have shaped up. The two banks of four supplemented by Nicky Clark. Very difficult to play through. Gutierrez again, back for Sissoko. Here's Debussy. Ben Arfa. All the way back to Taylor. Sissoko drops off to try and find an opening. Again, struggles to do so. Ben Arfa. Debussy in a very advanced area. Thumped away by Lee McCulloch. Well, Lee McCulloch just back at the heart of the defence again after the disappointment of Saturday. He's just been keeping it simple when called into action. Newcastle keep the pressure on. Ben Arfa for Santon. Jockeying is McCulloch. Santon with no backlift. Fine save, Cammy Bell. Well, when you pay £5.3 million for a fullback, you expect something special. Starting at Inter Milan, and he just shows all his qualities with no backlift. Drills are on target, and Cammy Bell pouches at the second time of asking. Cammy Bell showing just why he was high on Alan McCoy's radar to join the club in the summer. Debussy, he just loves to bomb on. Sissoko, he's quick. MOHSNI, he's effective. Well, MOHSNI, born in Paris, will enjoy this outing against so many French nationals and black and white stripes tonight. Santon. If Gutierrez stays any wider, he'll be getting a seat in the governed stand. Half an hour come and gone. And no Rangers. There's Ben Arfa. He's forced all infield. Thought about it. Takes a big deflection. Rangers defend with real distinction. Now the Rangers fans tonight in wonderful voice ahead of the league opener on Saturday against Brecon City. It's Kubai again with the corner. The vice captain of the side, the 27-year-old. First from this main stand side. John Daly climbs, and Nicky Clark does the rest. Oh, as well, so tenacious. Colaccini has the backtrack. Daly again, a handball surely, perhaps advantage Rangers. Daly gets it back. Too quick to go on with Matters as he has a bit of a lunge there on Debussy. The referee lets it continue. Here's Cisse. Rangers win the thing. From that match in August 2010, Colaccini and Gutierrez started that day. Williamson, who's not involved, was also in the starting 11. Shola Amiobi, who's on the bench tonight, was there as well. And Tim Krul, who starts tonight, was on the bench. Ryan Taylor is the only other current Newcastle player. More relation to Stephen, who's at the heart of the defence tonight. Wallace again gives such an option to Rangers going forward. A wonderful take as well, away from Ben Arthur. Skips inside, John Daly takes a great touch. Daly! Stings the palms of Tim Krul. Perhaps he had more time than he thought. It was all about the foraging run of Wallace, and Daly just stings the palms of Tim Krul as he looks to open his account here at Ibrox. Still Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0. Ben Arthur. Tidy work from Richard Foster. And you have to say, Cammy Bell seeing that ball the size of a beach ball. And the interesting thing now for Rangers is only 2 of the 8 new signings can play in competitive matches at a time. And looking at the 7 guys who've started this match tonight, every one of them, every man jack of them, wants a starting jersey when Brecon come to Ibrox on Saturday. Oh, wonderful from Ian Black. On an early delivery from Nicky Law. Arnie Peralta to chase, sweeps it in early, looking for Nicky Clark, defended Colaccini, picked up Clark. Peralta again takes over. McLeod's made a great run to the back stick. He can't dig it out, and Newcastle smuggle it clear. Indeed, United look to hit on the counter. Here's Ben Arthur. Stretching Rangers again is Sissoko. Again, Rangers organised, compact, and very determined, quickly to get their shape back. And Newcastle struggling for the invention to really trouble Rangers. There's Sissoko again. And MOHSNI quite happy to concede the corner. MOHSNI 18 goals in his time at Southend. Just turned 26. He's so determined to get pen to paper. Trial lasted 4 weeks before the deal was done, and he'll be a huge player for Rangers after September 1. Cabaye with the corner. Fine defending again from MOHSNI. Cabaye again looks to deliver it early. MOHSNI again, a bit of a magnet for the big centre back at the moment. Clark's on the move, needs a good touch. It's a fine challenge. Well, Debussy had to get that one right, and he was on the bullseye. But Nicky Clark was already in the traps. 9 minutes till half-time. Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0. Well, that's interestingly August 2010 fixture 3 years ago tomorrow. The only survivors in the Rangers ranks are Andy Little and Lee McCullough. Well, Kyle Hutton was on the bench, of course, but he misses out at the moment through injury. Rangers making the ball a bit of a prisoner just now. The fans like it. Daly does so well, flicking it on and away by Taylor, under some pressure from Clark. A very late challenge, checked Toyota on Ian Black. Ian Black just looks to the referee and says, what are we to do about this? Toyota came from 20 Enschede, £3.5 million, started at Anderlecht, not happy that he's not getting all his own way. Sissoko put some pressure on Bilel MOHSNI. And United have the throw. On the bench tonight, it's a complete change 11. Should Rangers elect to use everyone? And Daly, who set the tone for proceedings tonight with the early challenge. And Tim Krul. It raised everyone on the field and in the stands all around Ibrox. And as half-time approaches, it's Rangers still enjoying the single goal advantage. Here's McLeod. Clark wanted it early. McLeod holds it up. It's a late one again from Kubai. Newcastle not happy the way that Rangers are bossing this game. Nicky Law. And MOHSNI. It's tight, but Clark is very determined. Suggestions a bit of a push from Taylor on Clark. The referee lets the game continue. Jonas Gutierrez. Long one for Cisse. Wins the header. Cammy Bell. Assured handling from the former Kilmarnock man. And there's Law again. We're all members of the Law Society. Doesn't travel as far as Wallace. Debussy just knocks it out of play for a Rangers throw. Here's Lewis McLeod, called into the Scotland under-21 squad for the match against the old enemy. So I suppose this one, Rangers versus Newcastle, a bit of a precursor to the Scotland-England clash. A bit of a warm-up, if you will. And it's certainly been played in a real competitive spirit. Is Newcastle really England, though? Not just a suburb of Edinburgh? The Rangers substitutes tonight: Scott Gallagher, Andy Little, Andy Murdoch, Robbie Crawford, Fraser Aird, Cal McCausland, Barry Mackay, Chris Hegarty, Luca Gasparotto, Seb Faure and Andy Mitchell. Colaccini. Boca Juniors to Milan in 1999. Some pedigree. Goodbye. Santa has a good take, but again Peralta, Black and Law so determined. Sissoko not very happy. He wants to make something of it with Amo Peralta. Gutierrez pulls him away. Now Sissoko scored a double in his first game at St James's Park for Newcastle against Chelsea in a 3-2 win. Not happy with the attentions of the Honduran Gattuso. Now Arnold Fabian Peralta Sosa. Welcome to Ibrox. yellow card, and it should surely be 1-2 for Sissoko. Is that not just a bit of a waste of time? Would a word in the ear of either player not been enough? One caution each. Sissoko for visitors. Newcastle in Peralta, making his presence felt in his Ibrox debut. Three minutes plus stoppages. Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0. Mr. McLean just gets the admin done. And guess who's on the free kick? Yep, it's goodbye. Rangers have to be organised. Half-time approaching. Daly with a towering and powerful header away. Sissoko, Nicky Clark. Real desire from Clark. Ben Arfa! It's a wicked effort from Ben Arfa. An extra set of a drive from Ben Arfa. My goodness, it was rising all the way, flatlining to Cammy Bell's goal, and just inches off target as Newcastle United are looking to get back on terms. Gutierrez. Foster again. Quick to anticipate. On the bench tonight for Newcastle, they've got the substitute goalkeeper Rob Elliott. Vernon Anita, Johan Gouffran, Mapu Yangambiwa, Dan Gosling, Sylvain Marvaux, Shola Amiobi, Sami Amiobi, and Paul Dummett. As you would expect, both sides likely to deploy a raft of substitutes second period. Fine defending Foster, and given back to him on the angle by the goal scorer McCulloch. Clever play from Clark, combining now with Daly. Now he says to Colaccini, he's no real respecter of reputations, is Nicky Clark, as Tim Krul shanks it out of play. Krul, who had a loan spell with Falkirk, including losing 7 goals here in the colours of Falkirk back in 2007, under some pressure as Rangers finishing this first period on a high. Colaccini, that's a very late and dangerous challenge on Nicky Clark. Unnecessary and perhaps frustrated by the pace and the desire of young Nicky Clark on his Rangers debut at Ibrox. Division 2 PFA Player of the Year last year. Perhaps getting a bit of a reminder from Colaccini that the Argentinian takes no prisoners. 45 minutes have come and gone. 40 minutes ago, Rangers broke the deadlock, courtesy of Lee McCulloch penalty kick. Arnold Peralta with the free kick. Unhappy with the 10-yard line for Gutierrez. Peralta pops it in. Lewis McLeod. Not quite what he was looking to execute, and has his hair ruffled by MOHSNI for his troubles. I suspect when the ball's in the air from Tim Krul's left boot, we'll hear the half-time whistle. Who wrote the script? 45 minutes have been played this evening at Ibrox, and Rangers in fine form. Half-time, it sits here, Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0. The goal coming in only 5 minutes from the penalty spot from Lee McCulloch. Wallace was the undoing of Newcastle down the flank. Pops in such an inviting delivery. Nicky Clark squeezes between two defenders. Down he goes to the challenge. Referee McLean points to the spot. Lee McCulloch steps up, plays the captain's part, slides the ball into the back of the net, giving Rangers the half-time lead after 45 minutes at Ibrox. Rangers 1, Newcastle United 0.
target. Stretching back. For the first time this evening, Kubai head to head. It's been simmering for some time. Kubai again with a late challenge in the black. This will be well done. This will be a challenge match. Both sides working on match fitness. But there's an edge to it.
loses his footing. Back for Murdoch. He's a spear man in the travel. He's got a good forward. He's a real talent. Snatching at it just prematurely. Takes it right every time.
He just drifts it over
into Rangers territory. 30-year-old Argentinian international, previous with Real Madrid, is running out of ideas indeed. chase. He takes everything over to Crawford underneath it, realises he can't get anything from it. Vaughan is back.
swing. It's a cut back. Nearest of a glove from the Rangers keeper. To deflect Gosling just got shot. Just on the way. Newcastle keep the pressure on. Samuel back from Dominic. Swings in the delivery again. MOHSNI. Gets it all the way. Newcastle finishing.
It's over. Fraser here drops the shoulder, drives into the corner, and has good for Anfield Company for the effect. 90 minutes. Still Rangers